What's going on, Mother Truckers? Welcome to Mutha Trucker News. Email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. If you guys are watching this and you are a truck driver, do me a favor today. Remember that Old Dominion driver that passed away with that RV that lost control and went to the median and just hit him straight on? I actually have his wife on the show today just to talk about his life. But I want to do something really fun for her that's really going to help her out, I think, is if we can 100% do like a last call on the CB. She called her Pooh Bear. So if you could flash your lights or do a last call on your CB, film it and say this one's for Pooh Bear and send it to muthatruckernews@gmail.com, it'd mean the world to this family.
But what did you call him?
He was my Pooh Bear.
Oh, he was your Pooh Bear?
Yeah, my Pooh
So
Bear.
you know what? All the truck drivers out there, today, tonight, honk your horns, flash your lights, for Mr. Pooh Bear, because Erica and his family are thinking about him today, every day.
Yeah.
But that'd be great if the truck drivers out there can make that tribute. A final call on the CB radio, and if you guys can record that to me and email it to me at muthatruckernews@gmail.com, I would love to send some of those to Erica.
I would love that.
And thank you for so much for jumping on the show today, because we support truck drivers on this channel, and we just love truck drivers and just love to just represent in the best way possible. And so I just wanted to welcome you on the show. And I saw from other news broadcasting that you jumped on the show and talked a little bit about the accident that happened, but didn't really get a good chance to really talk about the life that your husband lived as a father and as a truck driver. And that's what we want to highlight on the show. We want to highlight the positivity part. So, I reached out to you, and you were I'm so thankful for you to jump on the show. So we thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And let us know, because I did read on one of the articles, they quoted it, and let me know if I'm wrong or not, because I'm just reading articles like everybody else. And they, you're hoping, of course, the insurance can help pay for the things that you guys need when that comes in, because he was the main provider. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so let me know if something like that doesn't happen, so that if we can help raise money or whatever we can do on the show, I would love to do that for you. So we'll stay in contact, and just let me know if that doesn't work out in that way.
Okay.
But, for people that are listening to the show when we upload this podcast today, and thousands of truckers watch this, a very horrific tragedy happened, and everyone heard about a RV. I think their steering tire popped, and then they lost control, went to a median, and went head on with an Old Dominion driver. And so everyone passed away from it. Rest in peace to everyone involved. But a lot of the media, they talked about the people in the RV and nothing about your husband that much. And I don't know why they didn't. That was very confusing to me. But
very confusing to me as well, because he was just one person, and granted, there was four of them, for five if you count the dog, but it's like he was a truck driver. So well.
So tell us a little bit, Erica, about your husband. And has Old Dominion, have they been very supportive as well, or not?
They reached out once and gave their condolences and all, and said if we needed anything to let them know. But other than that, no.
Okay, so yeah, no. So tell us a little bit about your husband.
We were together for 25 years. He drove for 25 years, and he never had an accident until the one that took him out. Actually, me and my one son was actually on the phone with him when the accident happened.
Oh no!
And when it happened, Well, yeah, of course he was using his headset that he wore on his head, and we was having a three-way call because my work schedule, his work schedule, and my son being in Texas for school, and all. We always did a three-way calling in the evenings because most of the time I didn't get off work till 8 o'clock at night, and we heard we were talking, and all of a sudden we heard this noise, and Connor said, "What was that?" And I said, "I was wondering the same thing." And Jimmy wasn't saying anything, and I was going, "Hun, hun," and Connor was going, "Dad, dad," and he wasn't answering. So we got off the phone, and I was trying to call him. Connor was trying to call him, and I have his location, and it showed where he was stopped. And I said, "Connor, I think there's been an accident." I said, "It's showing that he's off to the side of the road and he's not moving." And of course, I wasn't saying that thinking that he was in the accident, just that there was an accident in front of him. And it wasn't until someone had posted the accident on Facebook and it showed the Old Dominion trailers, and I knew it was him.
Oh no! So the way you found out was through social media yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And of course, me and my husband, we have a connection, and I just knew. And then, of course, I didn't get the official news until about 12:30 that night
Mm.
when the cops showed up at the house to tell us that he had passed.
Oh no!
But the good thing is he went right away. He didn't do no suffering, which put me at peace.
You know, I couldn't even imagine what you're going through. It's and for no one to be talking about this, so I definitely want to highlight his life. So tell me what type of truck driver was he? What was his favorite food?
Everything. He loved to eat. He'd get mad if I come home from work and I didn't want to eat nothing, and he was like, "You need to eat something." I said, "I'm not hungry," and all. But no, he always loved to eat. Always go out to eat. He'd even go out to eat by himself.
Hey, I think we would have been best friends then. Because when I was trucking on the road, I was a trucker for 10 years, nothing as long as your husband was, and I love those country fried steak. That's what I
Yeah.
love.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know.
Yeah. No, I would probably his favorite meal would probably be meatloaf.
Oh, I love meatloaf. I bet Erica, you make the best meatloaf.
I say I do. Yeah.
You know, for all the drivers, I'm telling you, if you can today, if you stop at maybe a truck stop somewhere, grab yourself some meatloaf today. I'll tell you that. Grab yourself some meatloaf today. What else was he into? I'm very curious to learn about him.
He loved to hunt, and of course he would take both of our boys hunting, and he loved just being outdoors.
Oh yeah.
Um, when the boys were younger, when it was just me working and he was home, he kind of got bored, so we started a lawn business, and we thought that as the boys got older that they could take over. Of course, they threw a fit and didn't want to work at that age. And of course, now that they're older, they wish we still had the business. But he loved to mow and all. And
Was he one of them ones where, like, what kind of mower did he have? That would tell me what kind of man.
he had a John Deere zero turn.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that is.
It's one of the ones you have to work with the handles
Mm-hmm.
and all. Yeah.
Was he one of them guys that when you see the lawn, it's just pristine and it got the lines on the.
Oh, yep. Because he'd get mad at me if I would mow and the lines weren't straight. He'd be like, "You're crooked." I said, "Well, I'm a crooked person."
Oh man, I'm sure you guys had man. I tell you what, he sounds like just such a great guy. You know, I know you miss him dearly, so it's just one of those things.
He was. He
It's
was a hardworking guy.
yeah.
He'd give his shirt off his back for you. I mean, he would do anything and everything for everybody except when it came to me. I'd have
What
to
do you
really
mean by that?
I'd have to really throw a fit for him to do something for me, because he'd always say, "Oh well, I've got time to do it. It can wait." Well,
So he was definitely, so he reminds me of me too. So basically, my wife would have to, yell at me before I get something done. But when she calls me, I'm at the neighbor's house helping him move in, move out, helping him with a fence.
Yep, that was him.
Oh man. How old are your boys?
Alex is 19 and Connor is 18, and then we have a daughter that is 16.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So they're having to grow up a little bit faster right now.
Yep.
How I don't how are they keeping their minds busy right now?
Uh, Alex is working. Of course, Connor's still home from break. He goes back September 4th to finish his schooling in Texas. And Dee Dee's here with me. She's my little shadow here lately.
Oh yeah, is that the one moving around in the background?
Yeah, she was.
you know, Man, I'll tell you. No, it's just good to talk to you. It's I want to let people know a little bit more about the truck driver, so people can know. And then just let me know if you if you need anything in any way. We can make a video. Uh, hey, I know that your husband was the sole provider, so it's one of those things where I don't know if one of your family members, have made some type of GoFundMe for you or anything like that. Let me know. I could put down links and things like that. But
No, a lot of people have asked me if we had a page to GoFundMe, but I told them no, because we're really not a GoFundMe people. And I don't feel that the GoFundMe page, they take a good percentage
right,
of what you bring in, and I don't feel that that's right.
right, yeah, no. So what we'll do is just keep in contact with me, and if for some reason, we don't want to get into too much of your personal, but like, if the insurance and things like that, if it's just has turned the corner, which I know it won't. I know it won't. It's you know, it's going to work out the way it's supposed to, and everything will be fine. But for any reason that's not, I definitely want to welcome you back on the show, and let truckers know, and maybe we could get together to. And I could tell already you're not a family that wants help from anybody, but we're a trucking community, and so we definitely want to help out. One of us fellow drivers and his family. So as of now, I guess just leave us on standby and just let us know,
Okay.
and I'm just glad that, it, it's impossible to be okay, but the fact that you're able to even talk about it, and I thought that was great that you went on the local news channel just to talk about it so people would know a little bit about your husband.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, man, I gotta reach out to Erica, and we need, the trucking community needs to learn about, because no one talked about it at all.
Yeah. I was nothing against the Melander family, but I was getting tired of hearing all about them.
Yeah, and I get that, and I get that. It was one of those things where, you know, I don't know, when it comes to trucking, it's like, if they got their toilet paper, then they're really not worried about us, I guess.
Yeah, because I thought, if the accident had been his fault, they'd been all over the truck driver.
You know what? That is a truth that is just so upsetting, that if it was his steer tire that made him lose control and go into a median, they would have painted your family to be something else. Like
Yep.
like you guys hunted them down or something like that.
Right.
And so it's just so sad that, trucking, it's one of those things where, it's so meaningful to the nation, but man, they really forget about us.
That they do.
So, no, thank you. Is there anything else that you'd love to share to all the truckers listening, to the show, about your husband or about your family when it comes to trucking or anything?
Um, he was just a good man. He was probably one of the best truck drivers out on the road, and I just pray and hope that all the other truck drivers are safe every day and get to go home to their family.
That's beautiful. Oh, thank you so much for taking time to just be on the show, and, you know, I'm going to share your story out and let people know. What was his CB handle? What do they call him on the road?
He didn't have one.
You know,
his nickname here was some of his friends. They called him Hosting. Now, why they called him that?
what did they call him?
Hosting.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But what did you call him?
He was my Pooh Bear.
Oh, he was your Pooh Bear?
Yeah, my Pooh
So you
Bear.
know what? All the truck drivers out there today, tonight, honk your horns, flash your lights, for Mr. Pooh Bear, because Erica and his family are thinking about him today, every day.
Yeah.
But that'd be great if the truck drivers out there can make that tribute. That'd be great. And you know what? Do this for me, for the truck drivers that are listening to today's podcast. Honk your horn for Pooh Bear. Give him a final call on the CB radio. And if you guys can record that to me and email it to me at muthatruckernews@gmail.com, I would love to send some of those to Erica.
I would love that.
I would love that too. So, now I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Blessings to your family, and yeah, just keep in contact. I'm wishing the best just for you guys' health and just everything. And, so
Thank you.
appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, not a problem. Well, try your best to have a good day.
I will. You too.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.